Yo Crave Coders! Welcome to the image tag tutorial in HTML. So the image tag is what we use to show images to the user. And we do this by specifying within the tag where the image is stored using the source attribute. Now if you remember from the attributes tutorial, we used the img tag and created an image just to take a look at its source attribute. But in that time, we linked to an image from the internet. And I have created a web page using what we have learned in the previous lessons. Alright, this is the web page that I have created using h1 tag, h2 tag, p tag, br tag, and hr tag. And what I want you to do now is pause this video and create a web page that looks exactly like this one. And now I will wait 5 seconds so you can pause this video and create a web page that looks like this, because later I will show the source code. So now we will learn how to use the img tag locally to create an image on our web page using an image file that exists on our workspace already, and not linking to another one from the internet just like before. And to do that, I'm going to quickly explain how I've stored my image. But first, this is how I have created the web page. I first created a heading level 1 h1 tag, and then an hr tag, and after it I have created a heading level 2 h2 tag, and then 4 paragraphs separated by the br tag. And the last thing that I have created is an hr tag. Now if you look in the left hand of the navigation bar bit here, we've got this image folder. And then what I want you to do is find your image wherever it's stored, whether it's from your computer or whether it's online from a website. And you want to save it into this folder. Once you've done that, we're ready to crack on. I've named the image frost.jpg. And I got this from a website called freeimages.com. And freeimages.com is a pretty cool website for just kind of developing website locally on your machine and testing. So you can go here, and I've searched for fruits. And I found this one, so I have downloaded it. So I'm going to use this image. Once you've done that, save it into the folder. And I'll see you back inside VS Code. Okay, so once you've got your image, we're going to add it into our HTML document. So the first thing we're going to do is add the img tag. And if you're using VS Code, you'll get the src attribute, which stands for source, and the alt attribute. In the src attribute, we're going to specify where the image is stored. So our image is being stored in this folder. What we want to do now is type in the folder name img, and you can see that VS Code is giving tip as to where the image is going to be stored itself. And it suggests that we put the / here, because that means that we're going to say to the document, look, we're going inside that. We're going inside the image folder. And now it is suggesting what is inside our img folder. And of course, this is our img file. So we're going to click this. So we can make sure that this represents the right path for the image if we hold Ctrl and left click it. So we've put the path to our image in, and we're going to save this out and see what it looks like in the browser. Now we have to reload. Okay, there it is, and it's pretty big. And one thing that I don't like about this is that we're having to scroll all the way right and down to see the full image. Now I don't want to go off the page, and we can do this by specifying some width and height attributes to the image in the image tag. So we'll jump back into VS Code, and we'll say a width attribute equals 50%. And this is going to say to the browser, look, whatever size you are, make this image 50% of that browser. And we can specify a height if we want. But I'm going to delete it now, because all I care about is specifying the width of the image. Now if you resize the width of the image, the height will be automatically resized. So I'm going to save this again, and I'm going to view this on the browser. There we go. So now you can see we don't have the scroll bar down here. Now you can do this. You can add the width attribute to the HTML tag. We're separating the visual aspects than the structural aspects. I see the HTML as being the structure of everything, and the CSS as being the design of visual aspect of everything. So personally, I'd recommend specifying the width of the image in the CSS. But you can do this entirely your call. Now I bet you are asking, what is this alt attribute? Well, it specifies an alternate text for an area if the image cannot be displayed. The alt attribute provides alternative information for an image if a user for some reason cannot view it. So this alternative text will be the description of the unfound image. So what I'm going to type in here is some fresh fruits. And what I need to do now is to change the name of the file of the source attribute here. So when the browser looks for it, it won't be able to find our targeted image. Now let's save the file and head to the browser. Alright, the image doesn't exist anymore, but instead of that, you can see the alternative text, which is some fresh fruits. Alright, we've got to the end of this lesson. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe if you have not subscribed yet.